Hello everyone and welcome to my new video, and in today's video I'm going to show you 10 Linux commands I think are very useful to know as a beginner. So the next command that I want to talk about is the ls command, which stands for list. And what it does is it shows all of the contents of the current working directory. So currently we are in our home directory. So what you can see is that we see directories like desktop, documents, downloads, etc. LS has a lot of different options you can add to it. For example, if you say dash L, you will see a structured list with a lot of information about all of the directories, in this case, of our current working directory. So the second command that we're gonna talk about is the cd command. Cd stands for change directory, and it's actually used to move around the file system. For example, to go to, for example, the downloads folder or directory, we type in cd downloads and press enter. And as you see right here, we are currently in the downloads folder. So to go back, the only thing you have to do is cd and put in 2 dots. The first dot is actually saying the current directory. So if I would do, for example, 1 dot, it would just let me stay in the current folder. But while entering 2 dots, you will move back to the folder above downloads. The next command that I want to talk about is actually a very easy one. It's pwd, which stands for print working directory. And what it does is it shows you your current working directory. But you will notice that in a lot of cases it comes in very useful, especially when you go deeper into the file system. So you will always able to see where you are. For the next command, I have created a file called file1.txt. The command that I want to talk about is the cp command, which stands for copy, and what it does is that it copies the file you select to another file. For example, if I will say it's file1.txt up to file2.txt, for example, and I enter it, you will see that there are currently 2 files. And everything inside a file will also be copied to the new one. The mv command stands for move, and it allows you to move a file to another directory or to, for example, another name. So in this case, we still have file1.txt, but let's say that we want to change the name to file2.txt. So when we enter it and we look back, we will see that file2.txt is now created and file1 is removed. What we also can do is, for example, move file2.txt to, for example, the downloads folder. To do this, we press move file2.txt to downloads and press enter. So now it's gone, but when we move inside the downloads folder, you can see that file2 is actually now existing here. The remove command rm allows you to remove files or directories with all the contents inside of it. For example, in this case, we have a file2.txt file and a dir directory, and in the dir directory we also have file1.txt. So we can, for example, remove the file2.txt. So now it's gone. What we also can do is, if we would just remove dir, for example, it says it's not allowed because it's a directory. But if we would rm-r, it allows us to remove the complete directory and all of the contents. So now you can see it's gone. There will be times that you want to structure your documents or files in a certain way, and you will need directories for this. Well, how do you create a directory? You can use this command, which stands for make directory. When you press this command and add a name to it, for example, test dir, and you press enter, you will see that the directory is created. While it's very useful to create directories, it also sometimes is necessary to remove them. As I showed before, you can use the remove command with the -r option to remove a directory and all of its contents. Sometimes a directory is also empty. For example, the directory that I made before is currently empty, as I can show you right here. So because it's empty, there's also the option to enter the command remove directory. And when you enter this, you will see that you are able to remove a directory which is empty. Next one up is the grep command, which stands for global regular expressions print. And what it does is that it allows you to search through the contents of files, but also, for example, when you list a directory, you can search for specific words. For example, if I would say list the current directory, for example, and I would say, well, dash out to it and grab, for example, the downloads folder. When you enter this, you will see that it's only going to show the downloads folder. There's actually another way how you can use it. For example, when we create a file, txt, and we're gonna put some text in it. For example, hello everyone, how are you doing? Save this. If we say grep everyone in file.txt, you will see that it's only showing the sentence where everyone, that includes everyone. And last but not least, we have the command change mode, which is written like this. And what it does is it allows you to change the permissions on a file. If we look at the file that we created before, the file.txt, you can see that it has only read permissions and only the root can also write to it. There are several ways that you can use change mode. For example, I can say, for example, make it executable. So if I enter this command, you will see that now it changed color and it also has the X for execute in the permissions. If you want everyone to have all the permissions, you can also say, okay, change mode 777 and also enter the file name. And as you will see right now, all of the permissions are set. I hope you did enjoy the video, and please leave a like and a comment, and I will see you next time.